kids have to see you live the legacy.
That's
Don't
right.
just
Oh yeah,
leave
you
it.
better. Now
You
you
gotta live the
I
legacy.
was in Chicago, so I ended up selling drugs, and I was paying the bills. You know, I was taking care of.
So I know I'm excited. I know parents are excited.
Are you sure that you heard me when I was talking to you, Lord? Because in order for me to be able
Hello, we're back again.
That was quick, wasn't it?
Welcome to another segment of What's in the Bag, where we give a voice to the voiceless and we let you say what is on your mind. Hey, we back again. Of course, we are at the East Point International Film Fest,
Yes.
and we
yes.
are having a ball.
We're
We're family.
Yes.
We're family, boy. We're getting. I mean, it's like coming in a group
Yeah.
of family. Like I told you, there's the energy,
Rapid
the
fire.
love we getting up in here, boy. And
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Yes, yes, yes. And of course, my BFF is here again with us.
Yeah,
and-
like I said, it's rapid fire, baby. It's rapid fire. We are meeting all of these amazing people.
Yeah.
All these amazing people.
Yes.
So you guys, but I'm pretty sure you guys were able to grab your cup because it was like a little break in there, just a little, quick little commercial break. Grab your cup and come back.
Get your little
And that's the way.
cookie.
And that's the way it's going to be.
Yes.
As we pick up the pace.
Yes.
Pace.
We're gonna be live a lot. And I
Yes.
love my life. Well, again, we have a wonderful guest. And we are going to give y'all a great segment today because we're going to ask our guest this very important question.
Mhm.
What's in your bag?
Oh, Jesus. What a question, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what's
Yes.
in my bag? Well, let me tell you. I mean, my name is Richard Devon. I'm the CEO of Jarro Media Services, and and I evolved in that several years ago. I'm a sponsor for the short film competition.
Love it.
Yeah, and we go through all the short films. A lot of work.
Yes.
But we go through all the short films that are submitted,
Yes.
and we have to narrow them down to the top 5.
Yes.
Right, that will be presented at breakfast tomorrow. Yeah, how hard is that? Because all of them are great.
Yes.
Right. And the reason that I really love getting involved with the festival.
Right.
Again, this is our 9th year sponsoring
Right.
that category.
Right.
It's because I really love the creativity.
Yes.
And the artists. And I never see a bad film.
Wow.
I never see a bad
That's
film.
good.
Well, I take that back. Maybe 1 or 2.
Okay. Be truthful. Shame the devil. Change the devil. Shame the devil.
But just the one where I looked at a foreign film in somewhere in
Yeah.
Eastern Europe once, and it was in the park, and I declare it looked like they was really killing people. That didn't feel good. I said, nah, that wouldn't go. That in the trash. But short of that, no. But the reality is, all the filmmakers and the actors and the writers, and one thing I love about the film festival here is more, what you say, homespun.
Homespun.
Homespun, and it provides a platform for those who may not necessarily get a platform
Right.
to present their works,
Right.
to win, and
Yes.
and to serve as a base for people to take off.
Yeah.
So anyway, I really enjoy that. I've done some executive production on some smaller films,
Yeah.
and I've been in production for others, right?
Yes.
And I've helped fund guys and ladies on some of the film projects,
Love it.
Wow.
right?
Wow.
Love it.
Yeah. So anyway, so I do some of that, and it's not like I'm doing it for the money, but
Right.
because
It's fun.
it's
It's something you're judging.
It's something that it's something that's important.
Yeah.
The creativity of our people.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Because I really believe that our our people are very creative.
Right.
And
Yes.
it's part of our DNA.
Yes.
And so we're going to have to be creative no matter what.
That's right.
So I
right.
believe in promoting that. So
Yes.
that's what I do.
Yes.
Part. And then of course I worked for corporations for quite a few years and retired a few years ago as a corporate executive and in engineering technology strategy for a large corporation.
Yes.
So I retired from that and started a consulting firm and ultimately moved into venture capital opportunities where we fund. I'm a general partner in a venture capital fund.
Beautiful.
Reinventure Capital, look it up.
Reinventure Capital.
And we support Reinventure. Look it up. We got a beautiful website.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got about, I think we put about $30-40 million worth of investment into minority and women.
Wow, beautiful.
Amazing.
Black-owned businesses.
Oh, you got me there. Yes.
Yeah. So we've got some really good ones, and been very, very successful. And we're in the process of looking at a second fund, which should be exceeding probably $100 million.
Wow.
And so, and we've been so successful, it's not going to be hard to raise it. And we got, some of the previous clients, they've,
You saying $100 million like it ain't nothing. It's about $100 million.
Well, it's nothing now because I have nothing to do with it yet.
That's true.
It's aspirational.
Yes,
but it's a little more than aspirational because we got a good track record.
Yeah, y'all gonna get that.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get it. That's not a problem. I'm not worried about it. And then so we'll be able to help out some really good companies.
Wonderful. That's your question.
Yes, ma'am.
You said you look over the movies and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to be a critic sometimes? So some of the movies, do you?
Well, the process is a film critic process.
Right.
I mean, I don't select the films by myself,
right?
But I look at every single one of them,
right?
Oh wow!
And I do have a vote. But there's typically a panel of judges, that have their own opinions. Sometimes we, knock it out on, stuff I like. I like everything. And I'm an easy grader.
Right.
I'm like the easy teacher.
Yeah.
But
you are even.
Well, we're gonna bring that on.
Bring that on up.
I talked to a filmmaker and I really like her. So
yes. Hey,
I get what they're trying to do. So anyway, so those kind of things, but I could be a little biased, and then some are more critical.
Right.
Around the everybody has certain things they look for, right?
Right.
The art, the acting, the plot. There's a whole scheme of things, whether it's music and a bunch of other things. So we do have standard lists of items we do check. So we do that and we do rate them. But then we have to go through and kind of subjectively agree on which collectively are the best.
Yes, the best.
And what I find is that it's not as hard for the first 2, maybe 3 of the 5 that we pick, but any of the finalists, which is only around 25 to 35, any of them could make the top 5.
Wow. Oh man!
Wow.
Any of them could really.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they can make it. It's that close.
Wow.
So we had to be.
Love it.
For the film festival, about how many submissions do you get on a yearly basis for?
From what we've looked at anywhere from 100 and I'm talking in the short film category, just the short film.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Yeah. It's 30 minutes and 40 to 30 minutes and 30 something like that. We generally see somewhere between 150 down to maybe 100 because we generally go through at least 100.
Oh wow! Okay.
Wow!
There's a lot of submittals.
Yeah, that's
yes, it is. I'm thinking okay, how do you remember which one?
Well, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why you grade them.
Yeah. Okay.
So you rate them on a consistent scale.
Okay.
And then what happens is it's probably easy to filter out the bottom ones.
Right.
And then you wind up with like maybe 50 that you got to really think about real hard. And then out of that 50, you're going to pick maybe depends on the film festival. It depends on how much capacity they have, how many they're going to screen.
Okay.
If they only got room to screen 25, then we got to pick 25.
Right.
If they got room to screen 35, we'll pick 35.
Okay. So that kind of gives us a better understanding on how that process works
for us for this
yes.
and what we have on our platform. The Jarl platform is that we do an online screen, which is nobody else really does this,
Right.
that allows the filmmakers to interact with their audience.
Love it.
Really?
They can send their audience. We send them a little collateral. They can put it on social media
Love it.
and send it out on emails or however they want to do it and
Mhm.
promote their film. And the ideal is that it helps us, particularly when it comes with, again, it's so close. Again, for me, they're all good. So how do I distinguish?
Right.
Uh, between
Which one's good? Which one's bad?
well, not bad. No, it's just which one is the winner.
See,
Right.
you're just a good person. Yeah, you're a good person. You ain't so bad. Okay.
Well, number one is easy because all the judges kind of agree on that.
Okay.
Within reason. Number two is pretty close.
Okay.
3, 4, 5. There's a ton of them that could be in that category. So how do you pick them? And so what we do is say, okay, how much effort they put into promoting their film?
Okay.
What comments? There's comments.
Yes.
The viewers come back with comments. They say, "Oh, we
Okay.
really love this," and then they'll talk about the plot and what it meant to them, or this is real to me, and those. So I read all the comments, we read all the
Oh, okay.
and all those kinds of things, and we'll narrow it down.
Right. Love
Because
it.
of that,
Love it.
and that's always
How we get our. That's how we get our winners.
That's how,
That's how we get our
ultimately,
winners.
some folks aren't, some people, but regardless, some gotta win.
Yeah. Somebody got to win.
Somebody gotta win.
Yeah. Somebody got to write. One of them. Somebody directing, writing, got to win. I love that. Okay. Ask you a question. One more question. I know for me. So once you got into, looking at, because I like movies, but I don't watch a lot of movies. My BFF here, yeah, she watches all. She be they'll say a name and she'll know exactly who it is, and I'm looking at him like, and I look retarded like always. Because let me tell you something. When I watch movies, sometimes I fall asleep. The content, it'll be so good, like in a minute, and then I fall asleep. So how do you keep yourself? Yeah, because I know all those movies aren't that interesting to you. I know you saying there's no bad movies, but do you get that to that point when you're looking at the all 150 movies as you and be like,
we have time because it's several months.
oh, okay, so
Okay.
The submittals start early, so you get a chance to, we don't start really looking at them until maybe 2 or 3 months before the festival, almost before the festival. But the submittal process is, 6, 7 months.
Oh, that's good.
Over time, so they all don't come in. You have, there's deadlines. People have to submit them by deadlines, and in some cases you can start looking. I don't want to look too early and forget.
Okay.
Bias somebody, or look too early and say, "Well, this is the greatest movie," and then be biased.
Okay.
So we try to look at them kind of around within a window, around about a 6-week window. Try to look at all.
That's good. So you give them a chance to keep everything fresh in your mind, even when you're doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Because I had to fall asleep on them.
No, and well, remember now, we're not talking about hour-and-a-half movies.
30 minutes.
Some of these movies are 7, 12. I think on average they're probably around 15 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
So if we got a 30-minute film, that's a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're easier to judge, frankly, because you judge it as if it was a full feature.
Right.
At least I do.
Okay.
Right. And because full features, you got to start with some plot and some sort of build up, and the characters got to kind of evolve, just like writing a novel that ends up with something that that a happy ending, sad, whatever ending it is, right?
Yes.
And whereas a shorter movie is kind of like kind of hitting you heavy.
Into the action.
Yeah,
boom. I like
they're
that.
right into it. I mean, I've had some.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah,
I don't want that movie you sit there like this waiting on it.
No, yeah.
And then but those movies when you get right to it, I'm like, man, I'm at the end of my seat.
Now to get right to it, usually can't win, but.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of it's the art,
Right.
the craftsmanship. I mean, they can do well, but I'm saying, but it's the art and the craftsmanship, around it. Usually when it's it's like the sound effects or the visuals or the rationale for why they're doing what they're doing, and it's like boom, boom, boom. It's over.
Love it.
It could be a scene in a bigger movie.
Oh, that's what I was getting ready to ask you. Have you ever judged a short film or a documentary that eventually became a feature film?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I was wondering about
Well, again, everybody submits for different reasons,
that.
right? And some people, it's like the first episode in a series that they've
Okay.
right, and some are just beautifully done.
Okay.
I said, man, I said this is something I mean, I can see a big following for, but they have to be able to go through the process of promoting it and getting it funded.
Okay.
That's the tough part.
Okay.
But for them, but uh, they want the recognition
Right.
for that. It could be like episode one of a series that they have, and
Right.
and it may end up with a to be continued.
Okay.
Right?
Love it. Yeah.
So,
Right.
it's like
Yeah.
so
Series.
episode one, that type of stuff, and so then others are just really displaying their talent.
Yes.
They want to show their cinematography and their script writing capabilities.
Yes.
Oh,
They
wow.
need expertise in on this.
It's their interest. So
Yes.
I mean, so
Yeah.
it's as a judge, you kind of can pick up what they're doing.
That's true. Yeah. You've seen plenty of movies. I think you should be able to pick them up.
Yeah, you kind of pick up why they're doing it.
And why they doing it.
Mhm.
You ever watch a movie and then know what the ending is already gonna be like? Like it's already plotted out, just like you just look and know it.
Right. It's so predictable.
Predictable. Like that.
Yeah, a lot of them are predictable. Some are
Yeah.
predictable.
They are.
Yeah, because some are themes off of I Love Lucy.
Ah.
It's a modern version. Well, Martin.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So it's a comedy skit type of thing.
Oh, okay.
But so some people, they build up off of maybe some existing
Okay.
theme, and you can kind of pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
But
They
another
do their own stuff.
well, then there's others who are extraordinarily creative,
Mm-hmm.
where it's hard to follow. So you have to look at it 2 or 3 times.
Like, what are you
I
talking
think we've
about?
all seen something like that.
I love it.
What you talking about?
What you talking about? What? Right? You gotta go back and flip. Wait a minute, what happened?
Yeah.
Love that. Oh,
I appreciate the creativity. I said, okay, I see where they're going. This person is like crazy.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, on. Come on.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
please.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So you were in engineering and technology. You worked in that area,
Mhm.
and then I heard you say venture funds, capitalists. How was the journey from there to watching short film?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a good question. We all got to have some level of creativity, right? And I always found myself to be very creative, at least, determined I was creative in my approach to managing large scale organizations. I managed like thousands of people at a point in time that were more technical type people. And one of the assessments that we make on people is how creative are they,
Yeah.
in terms of, helping the company, push forward innovative new products and ideals, right? And problem solve. So there's and there's a certain profile that certain people have around their creativity, right?
Love it.
And of course, I never, I got tested with my staff, and I was the second most creative person in the
I love it. Yeah, the movie.
to my mind, just for my mind, but not because of movies, but I just could see how things fit together, right?
Really?
So yeah, but in terms of how I ventured into the movie business, as I don't want to say a hobby, but as a passion or something that I love to support because I love the creativity of other people. It actually started with the consulting engagement, right? It started with a consulting engagement, and I wound up, doing some, financial support and some business support in terms of helping to advance what some folks had some ideals to do. And then, of course, we kind of had a parting of the ways because we didn't see life the same way, right? It wasn't a bad thing, but it's just how it works. And I stayed, I had some investment in there. I said, well, I just kind of keep involved. And one thing led to another and start building relationships and really dynamite relationships with individuals. And next thing you know, I tied in with Lynn and
Love it.
JB here.
Yes. Yes. We interviewed
Yeah.
JB.
JB lives in Charlotte. You know where I live at.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good people. Love these people.
Wow.
Like I found another brother.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes. Love it. Well, I am so excited about everything and all this stuff you just spoke on. I'm learning so much about this, what we call movies and writing, the directing, psychologists. I mean, I'm learning so much just in the film fest, just
so much behind
the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
It's like knowing people that we see on TV or knowing people that we that's writers that's behind the scene, knowing people that judges movies and seeing how this stuff plays.
With some of the criteria.
Yes, and
It's like that cake.
Yeah.
You know, that cake.
Yeah.
You see, you get it and you eat it and it is so delicious.
Yes.
But now you're seeing all the ingredients that's
Yes.
going into it to
Yes.
make that cake. And I mean, it's an eye opener because
Yes.
to be honest with you, you're sitting there and you always think that the people that work the hardest are just the actors. But it is that is so not
So
true.
It's a
Yeah,
lot
it's so
to
not
it.
true.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for coming.
Yes.
And
Thank
I'm
you so
asking,
much.
I always ask this question, and I'm asking you too. Maybe in the near future you can come on our show on Saturday morning and just empty your bag and talk about exactly. I would love for you to talk more about what's in your bag. Give us some details on some of these movies and things like that outside of the film fest. So we asking you if you won't mind,
Are
be
you
part of.
located? Are you in Atlanta?
Yes, we are in
Yes, we
Atlanta,
are.
and we are actually web based, so you don't even have to
Oh,
leave your
okay.
house.
Okay.
We can just call you. We
That's
can get
right.
you on the phone and then
Sure.
get you online.
Bring you to our
Bring your
studio.
whole studio. Bring everybody. We just gonna have a good time.
Very
Is
good.
that good?
That's fine.
I love it.
Richard,
Yes,
thank you so much
yes,
for joining
thank you
us.
Well,
so
I
thank you.
appreciate your
I love
knowledge.
your
much.
energy, and
Thank you.
thank you for allowing me to be on your show.
Yes, God
Appreciate
bless
What's in the
you.
bag?
Yes, what's
Thank
in the
you.
bag?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay.
God bless you.
All right.
All right, guys.
Yes,
We'll be back in
we'll
a
be
little
back
while.
in a little bit. Yes.